This is Unexplained YouTube.
I don't know why that one chain is swinging back there. There's the ore pass with all the cascading water, and what the fuck is that?
Hard.
Hey, Kendall.
Hello, Max.
So it's Unexplained YouTube time.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
We got a spelunker.
A spelunker.
Yeah, and this dude loves his holes.
Now, for those who don't know, spelunking refers to cave exploring, essentially, for funs, for shizzles and giggles.
Yep. This dude does it for YouTube.
He does it for YubTub.
Yep.
I think he's been doing it for fun for years, and he just recently just started to share.
Yeah, he just recently found out that there's an internet. So,
Because you listen to the guy, and you look at his channel, and it looks like he's, been doing it a while. He knows what's up.
which makes an even better case for this. So
Right.
let's describe what goes on first, okay?
Well, first things first, the name of his friggin' channel is
Exploring
Exploring Abandoned Mines in CA, NV,
California.
and AZ, which is California, Nevada, and Arizona.
Yeah, that's the name of his channel.
Right.
We'll have it below.
Gee, I wonder what's going to go on with this channel.
He's probably gonna walk into a cave and look around, Anyway, and he does that. So the first video here is called The Horton Mine, Encountering a Ghost in a Haunted Abandoned Mine, summer of 2013. So he walks up to this creepy looking mine that looks like the portal to hell. And he's like, you know what? This is a creepy looking place. Let's wander on in here a bit. He wanders on in, and there's these chains hanging from the roof of the cave. What do they do?
Originally, the chains were designed to hold up the ventilation tube. You'll see it immediately when the video starts, video number 1. It's a big yellow tube, and it looks really creepy because it's all like dilapidated and nasty now. Only a part of the tube is still intact. As he gets further in the cave, you'll notice that it kind of just disappears because it's just fallen apart. The chain used to be strapped around it, obviously, to hold it up, but as time went on, the bolts have just rusted out, and the chain has just kind of fallen, and now it's just, hanging there and all spooky-like.
So anyway, there's a lot of these chains hanging down. It's like a fun house, and he's
Well, yeah, because you got to think that tube went all the way to the back of the mine.
right, and he's looking around and he's kind of panning around, dropping hot facts on this place, and he swings around, and down there in the back, one chain is swinging. Two others are kind of swinging too, but not nearly as much as this one, and it's really swaying, and it makes no sense. Why would one of these chains in the back, in the middle, be swaying when none of the others are? So he kind of feels uneasy about this. He's like, all right, you know what? I think I'm just going to go home now, have myself some beef jerky and call it a day, and we'll hit some more mines tomorrow. And that's sort of the last he did with that one. But a year later, he decided to go back, probably because everybody was like, go back to the ghost mine, because we know how YouTube people are.
Yeah.
So finally he caves into peer pressure. He's like, okay, I'm going to go back to the ghost mine, which is a video titled The Horton Mine, Follow-Up Exploration of a Creepy Ghost-Filled Mine, summer of 2014. So he heads on in there, and he goes, he's like, you know what? I don't care about my well-being. I'm going to go as far back as I can. And he does. He goes all the way to the back of the mine, which didn't he say is like 600 feet?
Well, yeah, that's what he said, but it doesn't seem like it's...
Yeah, he was even questioning it. He's like, I don't know. But he's in there, though. There's no doubt. He's deep.
Yeah.
He went deep. And it's scary, man. Not even for ghosts. It's just oh God, this place is gonna collapse and
Well,
kill everything.
yeah, he talks about how a lot of the support is rotting away, and he talks about how the water, although it's moving, which is good, but water in a cave that's stagnant can be very bad. Things he didn't mention: carbon monoxide, lack of oxygen, cave-ins, the floor falling out from under you, just sharp things in the dark in general, and. This is no joke. This really happens. In fact, it's happened recently here in Arizona. Leftover dynamite just sitting around. Recently, a couple months back, I want to say, some people found, I shit you not, just a crate of like liquefied dynamite. Basically, it'd been there so long it started to nitroglycerin or whatever. They called in BLM and they blew it up or whatever. They closed off the mine, blew it up, and I guess it caved it in. But that's always a danger when you're going into, especially abandoned mines. You might find dynamite, and it's probably not going to be stable.
Blah.
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 You dead, sucker.
So this guy goes all the way to the back.
Right.
He literally goes to where he could go no further. And he looks at some ladders and he says, "No, I think I'm done here." And it looks like he's on his return when he's dropping some more facts, because this dude, he knows these places, I suppose. And suddenly there's this strange noise.
Yep.
It's electronic in nature, is the best way I can say it. And there's only one thing I can make out that the voices actually say, and that's be alert or be on alert, and then some sort of like a radio going meow, like just these tones. And he's like, okay, well, that's really messed up. And he hustles out of there. He's on the he's on the tracks. He's on the track team at that point. He's like, okay, I'm done with this place. And the thing is that, okay, chain swinging, you can look at that and figure that out for yourself. Decide what you want that to be for yourself.
Well, that one, you notice at the top, above the chains, there is a wire that looks like it runs all the way to the back, and that wire is also moving up there. Maybe it's connected to the chain somehow, and just the wind, at the amount.
It's like, what if you want there to be when to move that chain, you're going to make it up in your mind that it's doing that.
No. I mean, the wire being connected from the front of the cave all the way to the back, wind in the front of the cave, moving, and just it suddenly going. Although that chain's really hauling ass.
Those are heavy chains, dude.
Yep.
I don't know that a wire at the base of a chain is going to make the whole thing sway like that.
Or maybe the wire shaking is a side effect of the chain.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that would probably make... I don't know. Anyway, chain, we don't know. Who knows? Maybe a bird hit it. But the electronic thing really is strange. And it catches him off guard. He's, oh, what the... right in mid-sentence, what the fuck is that? And
he goes full Indiana Jones.
He does. He's, oh, get me out. And he runs out of the cave. And I don't know, it's a weird noise that he hears. I thought at first maybe he went so far back he tripped some sort of old automated alarm or something. But
okay. First of all, Max.
That's a stretch.
That's a huge stretch. So that thing would have to be...
I knew that was a stretch thinking. It's just that's the only thing I could really think of.
Okay, first of all, if it was automated, where's the sensor? Were there automated sensors, back in the day when that mine was operational?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He said it was operational in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, let's say it was put in there more recently by, like, Bureau of Land Management or something, or Search and Rescue. Wouldn't the sensor be at the front of the freaking cave, not all the way in the back?
Well, that depends on what they're doing.
Well,
I mean,
what I'm saying is, there's a sign there. It says an offense that probably says something along the lines of, "Hey, stupid, this is a cave." You'd think if they're going to have an automated warning, it'd say...
No, I'm not even saying it's a warning. I'm saying maybe it's like he stepped on a weight plate for a minecart or something.
That's possible, but what the hell would be powering it, Max?
That's exactly it. That's what makes it a stretch. And I knew it was a stretch thinking that, but that's the only thing that seems remotely plausible.
Because even if it was in the 80s, that's like what? How many years? 30, 40? I don't know.
It's 30.
I don't want to math right now. It's a lot of years, basically. And you can see the corrosion that's eating away all the metal in there. There's water actively flowing in there. You don't think that would,
No. I know it's very implausible. It's just saying, if you want to be completely, like... that's the only thing I could kind of fathom that would make that noise like that.
You know, the first thing I thought of when I heard that noise was it sounds like a radio. It sounds like a male or a female voice and a male voice, and then like the dispatch, you know, the doo doo doo.
Yeah, I know, but where's that radio?
Well, he did mention that there's a shaft above, and the shaft above is more clear. So possibly the radio is up there. It might have been left behind. He's in a rural area, so it's possible that the dispatch is using just basic radio frequencies that any
Maybe.
kind of scanner can just pick up and whatever.
Maybe, but if it is picking up those channels, it would be a lot more active than that.
Again, rural area, not necessarily.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. The only thing that concerns me about that, though, is would a radio like that work inside a cave like that?
I don't know.
See, and that's what makes me think maybe it's hardwired into there, and there's some sort of
Again, what's powering it? It's the same problem with my theory.
right. What is powering it? I mean, it's possible maybe somebody left a radio in there,
Yeah.
and it's just supping off its own battery power.
And he went in there like the day after they did that?
Well, recently after. It doesn't have to be the day after, but yeah, recently after. Or maybe somebody was exploring the tunnel above them. They had a police scanner because they were, just in case the cops or BLM show up, they want to be one step ahead of the game.
Yeah. I don't know. That doesn't seem...
Well, because you got to think, though. He's at the back of the cave. Remember, that chute, right? Next to that chute, there's a shaft that goes all the way up to the next mine that's on top.
Yeah.
So it's very plausible that the sound just carried all the way down.
I know. And the sound... I understand. Sound carry is strange. But I'm looking at the outside of this cave and the way he heard the sound behind him.
Right.
And it just doesn't make sense where the tubes were.
As
Sound carry's funny. It's just,
It
like
does.
there's a lot of things that just don't make sense. And then the only thing that I could actually hear the voice say was "be on alert."
Right, and then it definitely makes an alarm noise.
Yeah. I don't know, and that's why this is an Unexplained YouTube, because I don't know, and I don't think the dude is faking it.
No, I liked your polished knob reference because he just uses his backyard for profit, whereas
Yeah, his whole channel's an alien in his backyard.
whereas this guy goes out in the middle of nowhere, risking his life to explore these caves that have been condemned, that are in dilapidated states and could collapse very easily. And like I mentioned, there's things that he may not even be aware of. I don't think he has any kind of Geiger counter. I don't think he has any kind of apparatus in case there's no oxygen or carbon monoxide buildup or other toxic gases. I don't think he has anything really on him to save his ass. I think he just goes in there
camera.
with a camera and a flashlight and just explores. And
he's an analog man.
that takes huevos, that takes a lot more than I would do.
Right. And again, he's done a lot of these guys.
Right.
A lot of these. It just if he was blatantly doing ghosts, it seemed like you'd go all the way.
Right, and the fact that his channel is themed towards just exploring caves and mines, and it's not, Paranormal Hunter 117 or whatever. It's
Yeah.
he knows a lot about mines and how they work, and he sounds genuine. He's not one of those sensational YouTubers that like freaks out and shaky cam time and oh my god. He's just like, what was that? Okay, I'm done here. It's a genuine reaction. It's a reaction I would have. I would literally like just freeze in my place and go, oh, okay, that was weird. I'm done. Bye. I would leave.
I agree with that.
And some people were calling him out for running out of the cave or whatever after he hears that noise.
What else are you gonna do?
Right. Well, what else are you gonna do?
You gonna hide in the back of that place? No.
And I don't think he really ran. I think he had to, re-navigate.
That was a quick strut.
Well, and still, you saw the mud that he had to traverse. He had to re-navigate himself. A lot of people were trying to pick apart the video saying, oh, there's obvious, quick cuts and stuff. Yeah, he talks about how he had to pay attention to where he was walking because of the deep, muddy silt that he was trying to navigate through.
Right.
I don't think...
And plus, It doesn't sound like the guy was. It didn't sound like the guy was having an easy time traversing out of there.
Right.
I honestly think he probably just cut it to spare us.
Right. Quite honestly, I don't even think he cut it to spare us. I think I would do the same thing. I would just turn off the camera, put it in my pocket or whatever, and focus on not tripping and falling, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in a drier spot again. I'm going to turn the camera back on. And he kind of does that too. So I don't hold that against him. It's totally understandable that you're going to want to not slip and fall in a freaking abandoned cave that nobody's going to know to come find you in.
Yep.
I mean, it totally makes sense to me.
So I don't know. I think what happened to him is probably, at least, I don't think they were hoaxed by him. I don't think they were fabricated.
Yeah, I don't think so either. You know,
But I don't know that they're paranormal.
Yeah, I definitely don't know if they're paranormal, but they're much the creepus.
Unexplained. That's for
is
sure.
very much the creepus.
Yep. And I like this guy's videos. Anyway, like even if he didn't have ghosts in any of them, I don't know. They're interesting. Going in these creepy places.
Yeah. I mean, because if it was Max and I, we would show up to the front of the cave. All right, here's the cave, guys. It's really creepy.
Kind of whistle into it. Yeah.
Throw a rock in there. Yeah, okay, we're good. And then it would be a sharp cut to us in the nearest town eating a burger. Wow, that was spooky, huh? Yeah, man.
How far can you reach your hand in there to get a picture?
We explored the hell out of that cave.
Yeah, we did. So, yeah. So that's it, guys. The links will be below in the About section, and I do recommend you watch them all the way through, because they're interesting.
They definitely are.
The Horton Mine, Encountering a Ghost in a Haunted Abandoned Mine, summer 2013. And the Horton Mine follow-up exploration of a creepy, ghost-filled mine, summer of 2014. And the channel, again, is Exploring Abandoned Mines in California, Nevada, and AZ. We try to look for the dude's name, but we can't find it, so sorry, dude.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's... any last words there?
No, that's about it. I mean,
That's about it.
check it out. Draw your own conclusion. That's ours, you know.
Yeah.
So let us know what you think.
And this has been Unexplained YouTube.